the letter that these Republicans have sent, I guess, to the government of Iran, more or less saying, hey, listen, you think you got to deal with the president if that ever comes about. But don't forget, we're lurking here in the background, and God damn it, we want war because we like Netanyahu, and we're going to come and get. I'll share it with you here in a moment. But I think about the stuff that's going on. You know, there is a coup going on in this country right now. It is a neo-fascist right-wing coup. As the plumb line at the Washington Post, the writers said the Republicans are acting as though Obama just doesn't exist, as though he is not the president. And again, we can say what we want about Obama. God knows that I have. But this is not the way it's done unless these Republican swine really, truly are serious about what they're trying to do. If they are, I think enough Americans will wake up that this country is going to erupt into violence that's going to make the stuff from the 60s look mild. I believe that in my heart. It scares me. I worry about it. But they keep pushing and pushing on state level, in the legislatures they now own, the two houses of Congress they now own, the Supreme Court that they now own. They keep pushing and pushing this fascist agenda. And while I gave up a long time ago trying to assess the attitudes of the American public, the political attitudes, when they do exist, I don't do that anymore because it's just, we've become a nation of apathetic, I don't give a dams. But I will tell you, I honestly do believe that if this push to fascism continues much longer, political and religious fascism, there's going to be a reaction. There's going to be a reaction by the tens of millions of people in this country who do not want war, who do not want to be run by a fascist a mob like what these filthy goddamn Republicans are, who do not want to listen anymore to this garbage that's being pumped over the air 24/7, who do not want to be treated like Scott Walker said, I think, a couple of months ago. He said, well, $7.25 an hour is a living wage. I just feel it. I can remember the 60s very clearly. Yeah, I did a lot of drugs, but that doesn't matter. I remember the 60s. And I remember these explosions, the anti-war movement, the student movement, the movement for human rights for black folks, the movement for human rights for women. I remember the convulsions. Obviously, the convulsions did not work because the right-wingers are trying to take us back before the events that occurred in the 60s. There's trouble coming. I do believe it. I do believe it, that unless some changes are made politically, nonviolently, then there will be violence in this country. I feel it in my bones. We'll be right back.